right, I did not shoot an intro to this video, unfortunately, but I want to give some background because by the time not really the first clip, but when we join this story, you'll need a story. So, girlfriend recently moved to a new place, and she wanted a daybed for the patio. So, of course, that is something that I can do, I can build. And fundamentally, I wanted to make something that she wanted. Originally, we were gonna use my daybed that I built a couple years ago. For all intents and purposes, it was my dog's bed for a while because he liked to sleep on more human stuff. And I was like, nah, if it's gonna be, an enclosed patio outside, if mine is made of oak, it's really not meant for that. So, the beautiful part about that is that we came up with the design. I borrowed the design from Fern Living. They won about $2,000 for this bed, and that's not in my budget to just buy it when it's gonna be something that I can make myself. So that's where we started. We talked about dimensions originally, and that's how this got kicked off. So we'll move into part 2 of this video, which will be next, and go from there. All right, part 2 of this. I have cut all of the actual plywood down for the glue up, so I'll need to glue up these 3 for the backrest. These are gonna be the main bed body, 6 feet long. We go over here. These 3 are the under stretcher piece. These here are the other leg, and under that is the armrest and leg. So you've got a little bit. I'm gonna glue it up. I'm gonna have to trim stuff to make it the right dimensions because I tripled this, so this goes from an inch, half an inch to 1.5 inches, which is nice. So we'll have plenty of strength. And I've still got a fair bit of plywood left over, which is nice right here, but I was pretty efficient with it, so not a lot of waste. And then finally, I have my actual hardware, my dowel jig to put in the bolts that they have to basically make this knockdown furniture so I can move it, and some Halcyon Totally Bolt Halcyon. This is clear satin, so this should be good to sit outside. Welcome back to another day with this project. I am actually getting ready to prep the final pieces. So next up is using the trim router to basically make sure all of these are flush, and then I'll put a round over on it, and then I'll fill it with wood filler, sand it all down, and then I'm probably going to use threaded inserts to put all this together. So this big part is the base, then we've got the armrest / leg, then we've got our bottom stretcher, other leg, top backrest with the gap. So it'll look really cool. I'm really excited about it, and we'll get to it hopefully in the next couple weeks so we can knock this out. Latest update for the Daybed build. We have now gotten into some of the finishing. Gonna clean up some of this stuff, but did a nice little round over. Still have to do some more sanding, cleaning up those, cleaning up with the wood filler, the little brad nail holes. So we're gonna do that, and then it's gonna be time to lay out the actual fasteners and everything else that comes with that. I got these fasteners here, Halcyon clear for the outside, but these fasteners, which are really made for things like chairs and beds and whatnot, but big length allows you to disassemble it. So we're probably going to use most of these sides here to put everything together, which will be nice and sturdy. I'll have to round over the top and make that nice, and then we'll hit it with some clear satin total boat finish, and make sure it's nice and outdoor ready. So finally ready to get into the last phase of everything, which is great. I'm really excited about this because this means that we are now in the home stretch, just putting it together and going from there. So that'll be nice. I'll clean up these edges and stuff with the sander as well. So yeah, I'm excited. Next up, we're gonna be building out router table. It's gonna sit between these two here, which is really great. So join me for that as well. It's gonna be a good time. Hey, this is an update after a while. I was finally able to get my girlfriend to pick the color. So this is a forest green stain. So I sprayed it with the Wagoner. I know it's a Graco. The Graco sprayer. It's like 230 bucks or something like that at Home Depot with a little cart for the 5-gallon bucket. It came out pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with the results, as I usually am. 1 or 2 spots for a little back rolling, but not too bad. I was careful with the gun on this side. This is the presentation side. So pretty excited to get this far in the project. But we got the stain on stuff, and now all I need to do is drill some holes for the bolts, line it all up, and then we can bolt it together and apart. Also 3D printed some paint cones that I needed because I only had 8 or 12. I needed another 8, so I was able to go ahead and 3D print those in like 30 minutes, which is great. So I was very happy about that. So we will show the final full assembly hopefully sometime this week. And after a couple weeks of this project, it's very nice to be this far. All right, welcome back to the final chapter of, hopefully today I will finish off this daybed, but this is it assembled with threaded inserts minus the back. I have to put that on my brackets, but nice thing about this is very nice. And I'm just gonna paint these holes with more of the actual, what's that thing called? Stain. Wiped it down, worked on this with my friend yesterday to put this thing together. We have a little overlay hang here, which is really nice, like an 18-inch overhang. Really built off of this. This is just for alignment we did yesterday, which was great. So yeah, got a couple spots to clean up, but it is very much together, which is wonderful because the back goes here. All along there at the end has this little gap here. So it's nice. This took a while to figure out because I waffled between threaded inserts and this bed hardware, which would have just been like trying to find a needle in a haystack, drill into this, and then find another space and all of that jazz. And that would have just been too hard. So I'm happy with the result. We're gonna touch this up. We sprayed it, we did everything. So this is pretty much the final product. We still have to get the mattress color and other stuff, so I'll figure all that out. But just wanted to give the final update on everything. This is it, thankfully. And I am excited to be complete with this. I'll give this to my girlfriend and she can live in the little patio space she has. So this is finally it after weeks. I know I've been off of YouTube for a couple weeks because life and this. So yeah, this is it. Thanks.